This is Hopped Up.
We rode southeast, southwest, and finally due east.
Well, horse, where is this place? Tarnation! Come back here, you goddamn horse!
Dragoon Brewery, like the mountains they take their name from, have a scientific approach to formation. In this case, it is a tasty craft beer and not the mountaintops. The tap room is a great place to hang out and while away a few hours.
Hey, what's up everybody? We're here with Eric Greene, head brewer at Dragoon Brewing Company. What made you guys want to open a brewery?
I don't know. I mean, so I met Tristan when we were at the homebrew club.
And hit it off, and I came in and was friends with them, and Eric got into it so much that he went and got trained at American Brewers Guild, worked at some bigger breweries.
We all make beer. If we weren't doing it for a job, we'd still be doing it at home.
We're here with Tristan White. And Tristan, what's your title exactly?
My title on my business cards is sales and marketing, but I also drive the truck, deliver kegs, service lines, assistant brewer, run the tap room, drive a forklift, anything that needs doing, pretty much.
I gotta say, it feels a little bit Pulp Fiction-ish here because we have a big kahuna burger, Mr. Greene and Mr. White. Is this why it's green and white on the walls?
Not actually.
A little bit of a rivalry going on?
I would say Eric definitely won though, if that's the case, because he got the big wall.
That bastard. Why is your place called Dragoon Brewing Company?
Well, we kicked around a lot of names.
We even played with the green and the white. Couldn't really come up with anything that wasn't totally lame. We were looking for something southwest, and we decided on the Dragoon Mountains.
Just kind of a place that, I think really is unique to southern Arizona. It's got such a rich history, and it's such a, if you go down there to the Dragoon Mountains outside of Tombstone, it's like one of the most striking mountain ranges around.
Why are you passionate about beer? What makes you want to make beer?
What makes me want to make beer?
Besides just drinking, I mean that's
no, I think it's an honest, hard. It's a hard job.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's honest work. I don't know. I love beer, and I don't know. How do you describe love? How do you put love into words?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No. Anyway, that's weird off track. What styles of beer are you guys currently brewing right now?
Right now, we've got two styles available out in the world. Dragoon IPA, which is a pretty upper end ABV IPA. It's about 7.4%, about 85 IBUs, pretty pale in color. It's kind of a classic West Coast IPA. And our other beer is Stronghold Session Ale. It's kind of it's sort of a mix between American mild, if that style exists, and basically an American brown ale. It's chocolatey, chewy, a little bit of oat in there. It's a beer to have a few of and kind of be happy that you did.
Well, if we could talk a little bit about your guys' IPA, I'm really getting a lot of different hop notes in here. What kind of hops are, or is that confidential information?
Not at all. It's on our website. So
Okay. You can find this out anywhere.
Yeah.
We won't have to kill you.
Zythos, which is a new blend from Hop Union. We use the Magnum early in the boil, and at 20 minutes, We use the Summit at 20 minutes and Flame Out, and the Columbus and Zithos all go in at 5 minutes and Flame Out, respectively. And then we also dry hop with equal amounts of all 4 of those.
Excellent. So we're drinking the Stronghold Session. Well, I'm drinking the Stronghold Session Ale.
Yeah, I need a beer.
Yeah, I know, right? Can we get this man a beer? Oh, there it is. Anyway, Tristan, can you tell us a little bit about the style of beer we're drinking?
Yeah, so it started out as an English mild and thought it needed a little American flavor, so we started adding a little bit of hops, but then we added a little bit of, then we needed a little bit more malt, and then we needed a little bit more hops, so it's not really, yeah, and kind of like raising it, so it's not really in the style of an English mild. We could maybe call it an American mild.
Yeah.
But basically it's a low gravity American brown ale.
I agree. I think the flavor and the taste for the volume is amazing. Well, there's a lot of taste going on here. And I remember when I came in the first time, I'm like, I'm more of an IPA guy, and you're like, you should try that. And then I was like, can I mix them? And you're like, wait, what? I do crazy crap like that, but this is really good. I think it's well balanced, and I almost feel like I'm drinking a stout right now, but I'm not.
Right.
It's a really awesome trick that you guys have pulled here. Cheers to that.
Thanks.
What's the highest point and the lowest point you do for ABV? Is there a cutoff point, or would you say if this tastes great and it's 15% cool, we'll just do this one-off thing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the kind of person that really chases ABV. You know, I'm also not anti big beer either. I think that, you know, there's a place for all this, you know, kind of interesting weird beers out there like that BrewDog does, and and on the low end, you know, I'm a big fan of session beers. When we first started formulating the recipe for the session ale, the gravity started pretty low, and it was, you know, I think the first test batch was about 3.6% ABV.
Wow.
You know, kind of as we brewed subsequent test batches, let it creep up just a little bit to get the kind of body and mouthfeel that we wanted. But
what would you say is the highest and lowest ABV beer that you try and brew?
As high as we could, and probably I was gonna say as low as we could, but I don't think we're interested in anything less than like 3%.
Yeah, you don't want to make non-alcoholic beer.
We don't want to make 3-2-1. So I think we would like to do Berliner Weiss, which is 3.5.
Historically pretty low,
yeah.
But a lot of flavor there.
And I don't have a problem. You know, we just brewed a Russian Imperial Stout's 10.4%. Right now, it might go up a half or a 1/10%. It might go up to 10.5.
Are you guys going to stick to any kind of seasonal beers, or are you guys going to have your Christmas beer standard, or what?
So we're going to have our 2 year-round beers, which is the Dragoon IPA and the Stronghold Session Ale. We're also going to do these one-off beers, the Russian Imperial Stout being one of them, kind of whatever we feel like brewing. No set style guidelines or anything like that. The fourth beer that we'll have right now we're going to call it a seasonal release, and we're going to do all beers that feature Southwest ingredients in some sort. So the first one we just brewed yesterday, it's in that middle tank, is the our Blue Corn Saison, and we add agave syrup to it.
Wow.
So
excellent.
Yeah.
When can we maybe expect that?
Should be, let's see, 2 weeks?
2 weeks?
Ish.
Call up Doc Brown, get the time machine. So Tristan, if you could have any beer with any famous person, dead or alive, or just any person,
let's go living, because I haven't thought about.
And not even a famous person per se, but just any person.
I know who it would be. Alton Brown.
And what beer? Don't say brown ale.
No. Whatever he wants. I mean, I would just like to sit down and have a beer with that dude.
As long as Alan Brown, beer on him, you call it.
Yeah. Come to the brewery.
As long as come to the brewery. Or happy hour someplace. I mean, let's be reasonable.
Any famous person? This is sad, but the first person that comes to mind is Garrett Oliver. I guess he's not really famous unless you're a beer guy.
Yeah.
He's the brewmaster for Brooklyn Brewery, and I would probably have any beer that he made, or maybe a Saison DuPont. That's kind of one of his beers.
This is a good time for you if you want to issue a challenge to the local community, local restaurants. What do you want to say to them?
I guess I just want to say that this town needs to support local beer.
It needs a better class of beer, and you're going to give it to them?
I'm going to give it to them.
I noticed that because we're on Dragoon, we're going to do a fast one on your beer.
Man, I need some yummies in me tummy. I hear there's a animal farm outside. We might go check in with Snowball and Napoleon, get something to eat, some delicious, delicious animals. Take that, PETA. So we stepped outside, grabbed something to eat, talking with the gentleman from Animal Farm Food Truck.
Well, we got the name from the book. We kind of wanted to do an homage to
George Orwell.
him, and then like all the animals that we use are humanely raised, are grass-fed beef, local beef. They're not.
They wouldn't have a reason to revolt.
Exactly. They live pretty happy lives. So
we get our beef from a farm in Patagonia that raises cattle that's half Japanese Kobe and half Black Angus. So it's a really flavorful beef that's fairly lean, and it's just remarkable in flavor. I think is a kind of just like to start off the palate with. Then I think after that we go on a whim. I think that's kind of one of the things that when we started the food truck we wanted to do. If we're just sitting there and we watched Pulp Fiction the night before and we said, let's do a Big Kahuna Burger, and then he's like, what is a Big Kahuna Burger? And that's where we kind of just said, well, it should be this, it should be that, and that's where the chef part, our backgrounds take over.
I know when I walked in with some cheese curds last time and I said the brewery, a lot of people, what are those? Like cheese curds, they hadn't heard of them out here. What made you guys want to serve those up too with your burgers?
well, I mean, fried things are always good with burgers.
Right on.
So and beer. Fries, everybody's doing them. Don't get me wrong, I love them,
Yeah.
but we kind of want to do something different. We went through a phase where we're eating poutine like crazy, with just curds with gravy and fries. So it's like, let's just bread the curds and fry them and see how they are.
You guys have a recommendation for me for what I should get? I definitely want some cheese curds, but as far as a burger?
Big Kahuna burgers. Right?
Yeah, we had it on the menu. This is a self-indictment on us, so it might look kind of bad on our part. But we had it on the menu for about a week, and we had tried little bits and pieces of it, but we had never sat down and took a burger, cut it in half, and sat there and go, okay, that's it. And one day we're like, did you ever try that? I was like, I don't think I've actually even had it. So we just cut one up one day, and we were in the middle of it. People were walking up you guys open? We're like, hold on a second, oh, this is good.
So we decided to pair up the Big Kahuna Burger with the Dragoon IPA. Get a little sip. It's a little hot outside right now. But this looks like one tasted burger. Wow. This look at this. If you can get in close for that, Nick, that's amazing. It's like a cornucopia of flavor amazingness. Wow. Let me get a little out of my beard. So that's an amazing burger. It's got this crazy Hawaiian pineapple, excellent beef taste to it. I'm kind of thinking with the citrusy of the beer and the burger, it's going to go pretty well. Excellent prediction, I would say. The roll's a little sweet. The burger, look at this meat, cooked to perfection. That is just well done. Not literally well done, that's maybe about medium. But yeah, Animal Farm. Cheers to you. That is one tasted burger. Do you mind if I have a sip of your beverage? I ain't catching that damn horse. Well, that's it for Dragoon, everybody. Thanks for coming out. Great hospitality, great beer, great food. I gotta go see a horse about a man.